Hello viewers, welcome to Malhar's Chess Academy. I am your friend Pradeep Patil. Today I am going to discuss how you can achieve a checkmate using one rook and a king. Many a times when the beginners they get stuck into this position, they find it very difficult to achieve a checkmate. I have a solution for this. So let us begin. Before we start with our actual part, I will just like to give you an idea how you can achieve a checkmate using rook and king. First of all, we need to keep in mind that you need to push the king towards the edge of the board. You need to decide which edge it should be. At the very same time, you need to connect your rook and king. Once the rook and king are connected, you need to see that they don't move too far away from each other so that checkmate can be achieved pretty quickly. Now, in this position, you can see that the king is having this area for moving. Okay, he can move up till this square. Again, this area is there. Basically, he's having lot of squares to move. Even he can move in these squares, right? So as of now, what we need to do is we need to put the king in a box. Now, what is a box? We just need to cut the number of squares where he can move. It can be done in many ways. I will be giving an idea by using one of these methods. Okay. First of all, we are going to reduce the number of squares by moving this rook to a certain position. Say for example, I am moving this rook to a3. In the previous session, we had seen that we were having two rooks, so it was a bit easier for us to achieve a checkmate. Now, over here, there is only one rook. So it is quite obvious that the king is trying to attack the rook. Okay, so he would be moving to c4. Our king must move to d2. Once the king gets to b4, you need to connect the king and rook. Okay, the king and rook must be connected. Now you can see that the black king is having only these many squares to move. We can just count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We are having only 10 squares. Okay, we have just given 10 squares for the black king to move. Now it is black's turn. Let us assume that he is moving into this area. What we can do is there are a number of ways how you can tackle this. You can move your rook in this particular file. You can just make the king move to the corner or move to the edge of the board. You can even move your king to the square or to the square. But just keep in mind that once you have blocked a particular area of the king, okay, you have blocked these many squares. So you are not going to allow the king to escape from these squares. Okay, so whichever move you play, you need to keep in mind that you are not going to allow the king to get into this particular box. Now this box is pretty fine for us. Okay, we can easily achieve a checkmate over here. Say, for example, I move my king to c2. The king, again he will try to attack the rook. Again we can move our king to b2. Now there is an an option over here where the king he can move to either a4 or a5 or b5. If he goes to b5, what we need to do is we need to push our king again. Now you can see that the number of squares have again reduced. Okay, we have just given the opponent only 8 squares to move. Let us think if he moves the king to this square. Now what you are going to do is you are going to just push your rook over here, or simply you can just push it over here. Not an issue. This is the best place probably. So the king is going to move to b6, again trying to attack the rook. Connect your king again. As I said that your king and rook, they must be connected for most of the time. Even if they aren't connected, see to it that the rook and the king aren't too far away from each other, so that you can again connect them easily. Now the king is moving over here. Again give a check. King is going to come to b7. Connect your king with the rook. He's going to move here. Give a check on c7. The king is going to move to the square. King b6. Now there is only one move for the king. That is king a1. And this is going to be a checkmate. So in this video, what we have seen is that achieving a checkmate with one rook and a king is possible. Okay, this video, it is basically for beginners, so I would be giving you very simple ideas of how you can achieve a checkmate with major pieces first of all, and later on we would be moving to the minor pieces. Thank you.